A pen scratches across paper. You're signing the forms for a brand new bank account. It feels routine, harmless. Just ink on a page, the same ritual repeated by millions every single day. You don't read the contract, why would you? The font is microscopic, the language deliberately confusing, and the banker smiles reassuringly. It's just standard paperwork. But buried in those pages of fine print is a truth so unsettling, it should make you stop and question everything you thought you knew about your money. In that moment, you didn't just open an account, you changed roles. You thought you were the depositor, but in the eyes of the law, you've become the lender. You see, the bank doesn't safeguard your money, it borrows it instead. And in return, it gives you nothing more than a promise to pay. A promise it controls, not you. This shift is silent, invisible, yet absolute. It rewrites your entire relationship with money. You imagined your savings locked in a vault with your name etched on the door, or your hard-earned salary waiting safely each month until you spend it. But the reality is harsher. The instant you deposit, ownership vanishes. All you hold is an IOU, fragile, conditional, and entirely out of your hands. And here's the part no one tells you. Throughout history, in times of crisis, those promises have been frozen, rewritten, or erased altogether. In episode 1, we revealed the money trap, the fact that the money in your bank isn't really yours. We explained how it silently loses value while sitting in your account, and shared 5 simple steps to protect your access to cash today. We also revealed Book 1, The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins, one of the clearest and most practical guides to financial freedom. You can find links to the book and episode 1 in the description below. In this second episode, I'm going to reveal the hidden clauses and legal tricks in the fine print, the very rules that allow banks to use your money as their own, and why, in the eyes of the law, you're not a customer, you're a creditor. By the end of this episode, you won't just understand the hidden truth about banks. You'll have a clear, practical roadmap to protect your cash, grow your wealth safely, and make the system work for you instead of the other way around. Disclaimer: we are not financial advisors. This is for education and entertainment only. Always consult a qualified professional before making any financial decisions.
Welcome back. This is episode 2 of our 10-part series, Your Money in the Bank Isn't Yours. If you missed episode 1, don't worry, you'll find it in the description, or maybe it's popping up on the screen right now. Watching that first will help this one make more sense. But honestly, you can stick around either way. Here's the deal, the more love these videos get, the quicker we'll roll out the next episodes. And with each one, we'll also share one of the 10 best books on financial freedom, books that shaped our community's journey, and in our view, really hit the nail on the head. By the end of the series, you'll have the full list, your very own roadmap to the most powerful ideas ever written about money and independence. So hit subscribe and let's dive in.
So, let's pull back the curtain on the fine print nobody reads. The moment you deposit money, whether at the counter or online, your ownership ends. You're not placing money in a vault with your name on it, you're lending it to the bank. Think of it like handing your car keys to a valet. But this valet doesn't just park your car. Legally, they can rent it out, pocket the profits, and even demand notice before returning it. That's what happens to your cash. Once inside the bank, it's merged into a giant pool, then put to work. Your deposits are transformed into loans, mortgages, business ventures, and even speculative bets in global markets. Here's the shocking part. If the bank collapses, you're not the owner. You're just another unsecured creditor, waiting in line behind bondholders and derivatives counterparties. And it doesn't stop there. If you also owe that same bank money for a loan, overdraft, or credit card, they can legally take funds from your other accounts to cover your debt. No warning, no permission, just gone. This entire relationship flips depending on your balance. Positive balance? You're the creditor, the one lending them money, but you've got no control, no power, and most of the time, the bank pays you back with nothing. They win, you lose. Negative balance? Suddenly the tables turn. Now you owe the bank. You become the debtor. And what happens then? They hit you with overdraft fees, they stack on interest, and if you dare fall behind, they shred your credit rating. Ask yourself, when you lend them your money, do they reward you? No. But when you owe them, do they punish you? Every single time. Either way, the bank wins, and you lose. This isn't conspiracy theory, it's simply how modern banking law works. It's all in the fine print you never read. So remember, you don't actually own the number in your bank account. You only own the bank's promise to pay it back. That's why in episode 1, we shared 5 protective steps to keep you safe. You'll find these steps written out in the description and in the comments, so you can save them for later. And here's a 6th protective step, specific to what we just covered. Always keep a buffer in your current account. Even a small one can protect you from slipping into the red, which means avoiding overdraft fees, penalty interest, and the long shadow of a damaged credit score. It's not about paranoia, it's about preparation. The banks play by their rules, so you need to play smarter. And in episode 3, I'll reveal the uninvited third party in your already unfair relationship with your bank, the government. They can freeze your money first, no warning, and ask questions later. That's even worse than being an unsecured creditor. And remember, the more people like this video, the faster we will release the next episode. For this episode, we're taking a step back to strengthen your foundation. Our book pick for this episode is the timeless classic, The Richest Man in Babylon, by George S. Clason. This book uses simple parables to teach the core principles of saving, investing, and avoiding debt, grounding your journey in time-tested wisdom.